Hey there, friends and enemies, Jopi here again, and today we have some pretty big Helldivers 2 news to talk about as we have a new major order unlocking one of my most anticipated new stratagems in quite some time. It looks absolutely hilarious, and I can't wait. I hope we are able to accomplish this task because we failed a couple recent major orders, and I hope that doesn't happen here. Then we also have a change of pace with how content will be delivered with Helldivers 2 as well, which I think ultimately will be a good thing, but probably will cause some growing pains. Anyway, starting off, I do want to talk about the major order where we are tasked with liberating Virilia 5. If we do so, we are able to produce en masse the dual autocannon XO49 Emancipator exosuit. Now, I know the Patriot exosuit is not great. It's pretty fun to use still. I do enjoy it. It does give that sci-fi fantasy feel of marching around in a mech, but it just isn't powerful enough. And I'm hopeful that the dual autocannon version will be an upgrade. And if it is, I'll be rocking it pretty consistently just because I really enjoy the feeling of marching around the battlefield, all these planets in an exosuit. And I feel like that would be really, really cool. I hope it does happen. I hope it is very good. Either way, I'll definitely unlock it as soon as possible, use it, and see how much I enjoy marching around in this brand new mech. Hopefully we are able to complete this mission because, like I said, a couple of the recent major orders we just haven't finished. This one seems pretty straightforward, and we're already at the planet, so liberating it seems pretty easy overall. Now, the other major change to the game we are getting is the fact that the developers have said they're going to slow down on the pacing of content. So we're not going to be getting as much content every single week, essentially, like we've been getting. It feels like it is drip feeding, where I would much rather them drop every 3 weeks or so a bunch more content instead of just a little thing to jump in for an hour, test it out, and then you move on to the other games. Now we can every few weeks maybe get a bunch of stuff to really keep you engaged a little bit longer. I don't know if that's the plan, how they're going to change this up, but ultimately I think it could be a good idea. It just depends on how it's delivered. I do think the monthly battle passes just needs to be extended a little bit, unless you're a player who's jumping in every single day to continue playing the game. If you are on a schedule where you're playing other games, if you're not really all in on Helldivers 2 consistently right now, like myself, I jump back in to check out the new stuff, to play with friends. I still do enjoy the game, but it does feel like there is a lot of just filler going on right now. There's nothing major happening, and I hope that the upgrades we get, the new content, whether we get the new enemy type at some point, all of that would be much more exciting and more likely to bring me back. Maybe we get new types of modes, maybe they make some kind of 8-player mission, or a bunch of stratagems or weapons or whatever the case may be unlock at one time. All of that would keep me engaged for a longer stretch as I jump back into the game, instead of, like I said, right now, where I come back, I see what the major order is, I do a couple missions, and then I hop out, play something else until a new thing pops up in Helldivers 2. And that might not be the majority of the community, but I do feel like with some interesting games and expansions coming up this summer, it would make more sense for them to drop a bunch of content all at once rather than this little drip feed that we are getting now, because it does feel like they're lacking that big, exciting moment to bring people back. I do feel like the Illuminate coming in, the new enemy race, whether it is them or the cyborgs, any of that could really spark interest in the community, and I think that's what everyone is waiting for at this point. But barring that, there's got to be some other thing that can bring people back in order to get folks excited, and it might take longer dev time for them to make that happen, and that's why I do feel like they are changing their strategy, and it makes sense. I don't know if everyone's going to be happy with this. I'm sure there are diehard players who play each and every single day who like the continuous content. They want everything flowing in consistently, so they always have something new to look forward to. But I don't know if that's going to be the majority of players. And in order to get the larger player base back and not fail so many major orders that we have recently, there needs to be some fresh, exciting new things on the horizon, and I hope that is the case. This is the type of game that, especially if they've announced that they're going to be hiring more devs and trying to get more content in the pipeline in the future, could have a massive resurgence and be super successful long term as it was at launch. But that is something that they're going to have to continue to work on, and hopefully they can accomplish that over the course of time. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. It helps me out tremendously. Shows you want to see more Helldivers 2 content. I definitely still enjoy the game for what it is, but I'm really waiting on the next major event before going all in. I would love a 16-player type of activity in this game. If they ever add something like that, I will be all in. But for now, I'm still dabbling. I'm still checking it out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. My name is JoPa. Have a good one. I'll catch you all later.